Hey guys, you're listening to the English Made Simple show. This is episode number 156, number 156, número 156. Welcome guys. Welcome to another episode of the English Made Simple show. My name is Milena from EnglishMadeSimple.net, EnglishMadeSimple.net. Welcome to our new listeners of the show and welcome to our regular listeners of the show. It's nice to have you tune in to today's episode. Today's show is brought to you by my new program called Speak Easy. Speak Easy is a program that will help you learn certain phrases, including phrasal verbs that are used by native speakers when you're starting conversations with someone or when you want to participate in a conversation with somebody who doesn't necessarily need to be a native speaker. You will have to speak in English with a non-native speaker. Let's not forget about the non-native speakers. When I was traveling a couple of years ago, I was meeting a lot of people from all around the world. I met people from France, Greece, China, Singapore, and Germany, and other countries. And in order for us to communicate with each other, we all had to speak in English. So let's not forget about the non-native speakers. So when you think about it, learning English is not just speaking with native speakers. You will come across other people whose native tongue is not English. But the only way to communicate would be in English. As I mentioned before, if you would like to join the program and would like to learn more about it, please go to EnglishMadeSimple.net/easy. E-A-S-Y, easy. Easy peasy Japanesey. Okay, so guys, today's show is going to be about phrases. Certain phrases I came across today while I was buying myself a cup of espresso, double shot espresso. As you know, this is my daily fix. Without it, I am unable to function. Without my daily shot of espresso, I'm unable to function. So I found a very cool local place where they make coffee, really good coffee, using the coffee beans from Mexico. Of all the places, it's coming from Mexico. I don't know where from exactly, as Mexico is a big country. I have to ask the waiters next time I'm there buying coffee. Naturally, I'm a very chatty person, so when I was in the cafe, I was chatting a lot. By the way, a chatty person is someone who likes to chat a lot. To chat is just to talk. I like talking with people. I like talking with waiters while I wait for my coffee. And if they're busy, then I just talk with myself because I'm loca, crazy. So as I was in the cafe chatting with the waitress, we exchanged some phrases that I thought would be helpful for you guys. So now I would like to share these phrases with you. And these phrases are kind of everyday phrases. You can practice these whenever you get a chance. And here's a snapshot of today's short conversation at my local cafe. I will also include my explanation later on, where necessary, where I think I need to explain in a bit more detail. So here we go, a short story goes like this. This morning I had been waiting for about 10 minutes to get served. As it appears, I wasn't the only one who wanted to buy coffee on this extremely hot day in Adelaide. It's been very hot today. By the way, today's temperature was like 36 degrees. And we've been having temperatures over 30 degrees the whole week. That's really hot here in Adelaide. I heard summers in Adelaide are worse than Melbourne's, as we are closer to the desert. The Simpson Desert is in Australia, and we don't say dessert, we say desert. Dessert is something else. Dessert means chocolate. This is Simpson Desert. Now I'm thinking I should have ordered iced coffee instead of espresso. You know, if it's hot day, I should order something cold. But that's what I don't like to drink that. They make it too sweet. Anyway, I prefer the real taste of coffee. The hotter, the better. And I like the smell of coffee in the morning. Anyway, so the waitress comes up to me and says, "Sorry for keeping you waiting. We are really swamped today, as you can see. How can I help you?" By the way, did you know, guys, we use waiter for a guy and waitress for a girl. If you are being served by a girl, then she is your waitress. Cool. I said, "No problems," I said to the waitress. "I'd like a double shot espresso, please." And then I would ask her, "How's everything? How are you doing? How's your weekend? Blah, blah, blah." I chat to her every morning, so she knows me. So I'm okay to ask her about her day or the weekend. It's just a friendly chat, you know. So she says to me, "Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Things are okay. Weekend's gone now, so back to reality, back to work. And yourself?" And then I say, "Yep, can't complain, doing well. Just came here for my daily espresso fix before I go for my walk." Then she asks me, "You got anything planned for today?" Then I'm thinking, well, if you really want to know if I have anything planned and you have an hour free, I will tell you about my plans for today. My to-do list for today is never ending. It never ends. So I am going talking about my day, about my plans. So she listened politely, she smiled, and handed me the coffee and asked, "Would you like anything else?" "No thanks," I said, "that's all." "Well, it was nice seeing you again. Take care. Have a great day." Ta-da! So this was a conversation I had today at a local cafe. Maybe to some of you it's boring, but you know, it's a small chit-chat. We engaged in a small talk. We just had a chit-chat, talking about trivial things, really. Anywho, I want to highlight the phrases that are typically spoken by native speakers. If you are at a restaurant or a cafe or any other place where there is a customer service. So these are very typical phrases. Let me explain the phrases we used. The waitress said, "Sorry for keeping you waiting." This is a polite phrase. It shows that she acknowledged me. She saw me waiting in the queue. She apologized because I had to wait longer than usual. I often hear this phrase used with the verb keep. K-E-E-P. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Another way to say it is sorry for the wait or sorry to keep you waiting. You will hear either one of these options used in public places. It would be good for you guys to practice these as well, okay? Sorry to keep you waiting or sorry for keeping you waiting, sorry for the wait. Another thing that she said, "We are really swamped today." Swamped. I used to use this phrase when I was at work, so you can use this at work as well. I used to say to my boss, "I am really swamped today," meaning I'm really busy. I have a lot to do. Go away. I didn't say that to my boss. Leave me alone. All right, but the waitress was obviously swamped because she had a lot of customers to attend to. Right, so let's move on to the next phrase. Typically, every conversation starts with, "How are you? How are things?" And normal response would be, "I'm good, thanks, I'm okay. I'm well, thanks." That's a normal response. But also there is another response that you can give. Can't complain. I can't complain. That's it. Just by saying can't complain, if someone asks you, "How are you?" you can answer, "Yeah, can't complain." Meaning everything is well, there is nothing for me to complain about. It's also another way you can answer that question. If someone asks you, "How are you?" you can say, "Can't complain." Another typical phrase is, "You got any plans for today?" Or "You got plans today?" "You got anything planned for today? Anything special?" The waitress is just being nice. She's not going to take your plans seriously. So you can reply in a kind of a general way. For example, you don't have to go into too much detail. You can say, "Oh, nothing much. A couple of client meetings today and then go home maybe. Nothing exciting happening today." That would be something I would say to that question. Imagine if you were at work, your colleagues would ask you a similar question. They would say, it's very typical, they would say, Any plans for the weekend? Any plans for the weekend? They're just starting a conversation with you. You don't have to tell them every little detail of your weekend or of your plans. But just wanted to let you know that this is a typical question that people ask to start conversations. Any plans for the weekend? And people do ask this question. Even your friends would ask you the same, not just your colleagues. Yeah, it's a typical question. You could expect that question. Okay, and the last phrase she used was, would you like anything else? Would you like anything else? Okay, this is a common question asked by someone who works in customer service. And you notice how they don't ask you, what more do you want? Which is, it's an impolite question. What more do you want? In some languages, including Spanish, the person would ask you, algo más, which literally means anything more. But in English, when we ask this question, we use the word else. So instead of anything more, we say anything else. She was being polite, so she asked me, would you like anything else? It's a polite way to ask if I wanted to buy anything else with my coffee. So I said, no thanks, but usually I'll get a muffin or something. Right, so that's it for today, amigos y amigas. I hope you learned something new today, and if you didn't learn anything new today, then I hope you have at least refreshed your memory, okay? Great. Thank you for joining me today and listening to my gibberish. You have been an amazing audience. Have an amazing week. You've been jamming with Milena from English Made Simple. Until next time, hasta la próxima!